Hey guys, so I'm back here for part 2 of my eyeshadow palette collection. So we're just gonna jump straight into it because we've still got quite a few to get through. So the first palette here is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. Mine is a little bit old now, but she's still beautiful. Love this palette a lot. Again, I'm just going to do the same as the last video, just swatch one shade out of each palette, just to kind of give you a small idea of how the shadows look, I guess. But anyway, this is the one out of the Modern Renaissance there. I swatched it on my knuckles, so it's really hard to see, but yeah, it's really pretty. The next palette I have here is the BH Coat. I cannot speak today. I'm so out of breath because I was just like organising things and now I jumped straight into filming. But anyway, okay, BH Cosmetics Hanging in Hawaii palette. Okay, so this is how this palette looks here. It's really pretty. It's got some really pretty warm tone shades, some really pretty shimmers and stuff. I'm gonna swatch the shade called Sandy. Looks so pretty. Wow, yeah, that's stunning. I love that. Super beautiful. The next palette I have here is by Tarte. This is the Be a Mermaid and Make Waves palette. I love this palette so much. It's such a cool design. Oh my god, I can't open it. But yeah, this is how it looks on the inside. It's got such pretty colours in it. And yeah, I just love the whole design of it. Like the colour scheme and the little pans and everything. They're super cute. I'm going to swatch the shade called Bubbles because it's a really unique duochrome shade. That's how it looks there. It's really pretty. Next palette I have here is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Thirsty palette. This palette is beautiful. I really like it. I love the color scheme and stuff. It just reminds me so much of summer. Like, I don't know, it's just like summer in a palette, I guess. But yeah, I think it's beautiful. I feel like it's only fair to swatch one of these beautiful shimmers along here. So I'm going to swatch the one called... Actually, I'm going to swatch the one called Snatched. Ooh, that's pretty. These aren't like as smooth as normal shimmers. They're a bit more like, I don't know, like textured. But yeah, they are really pretty. And then I have here a Huda Beauty Sapphire Obsessions palette. I love these so much. Love this one especially. I'm going to swatch that beautiful greeny shade in the top corner. That's how that one looks there. It's so pretty. Next we have this Wet n Wild Rose in the Air palette. It just looks like this. This is kind of like a Modern Renaissance dupe, if I can get it open. So it just looks like that. It's got 10 shadows, yeah. 10 shadows, it's just a cute little palette. Don't really opt for this one too much. I just bought it for like a dupe video, I think. But yeah, there's the shimmer there. It's really pretty. Next we have the Makeup Revolution Cross like X Soph Extra Spice palette. Oh, and that's how this one looks here. Really pretty. Oopsie, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. But yeah, that's how it looks. It's so pretty. I'm gonna swatch the shade called Everyday because that just looks like the prettiest shimmer. There it is there. Next we have the Dream Street Kathleen Lights and Colourpop eyeshadow palette. This is how the front looks, and then it looks like this. It's a cool colour scheme, something a bit different. Just gonna swatch this blue shade down here in the corner. A little bit different. It's like a duochrome colour. It's pretty. Then we have another Soph Cross Revolution, and this is the Soph's Favourites palette, and that's how this one looks. I'm just gonna swatch this blue shade up here. Looks so pretty. Yeah, it's really pretty. It's like really like icy blue. I like that. Then I have the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes. I absolutely love the packaging of this one. It's so cute. Smells absolutely amazing. I wish like you guys could smell it through the screen, but this is how it looks. Obviously it's a matte palette as it's called, the Peachy Mattes. But yeah, it's a really cute palette. Really good for travel and stuff. I love a shimmer, so I mean, but that wouldn't matter because if I was traveling or anything, like I'd have a shimmer with me anyway. But yeah, this is a really pretty palette. I'm gonna swatch the shade called Peach Sangria. That's how it looks. The pigmentation is really good. Next we have the Colourpop Yes Please palette. It looks like this. I know that this one is a cult favorite. A lot of people love this one. I'm gonna swatch the golden shade. It's like an orangey gold shade. It's is really pretty though. And the next one I have here is also by Colourpop. This is the Give It To Me Straight palette. I really like this palette. This is my kind of colour scheme. I'm going to go into the shade called Candid. These feel super smooth and silky, and that's how it looks there. It's really pretty. I really like that. I feel like shopping online. Help! I just saw someone do like a clothing haul, and now I'm like, I need clothes, but I'm like, no, I don't have any money, but I really want to. Help me! Me sitting here going through all my eyeshadow palettes and thinking about how I need to buy more makeup. Anyway, back to the video. This is the Bretman and Colourpop collaboration. This is the Wet palette, and this is how this one looks. It's really cute, just like the blue shades, obviously. I'm gonna actually go into the shade called Thickums, which is like a really pretty silvery colour, and that's how it looks there. It's really cool. Love it. Oh my god, I absolutely love this palette. This is the Tarte Tides and Good Vibe palette. Oh my god, I wouldn't even care if this had no eyeshadow in it, just because of like this packaging. It's so cool. But thankfully it does have eyeshadows in it, and it's super pretty. I really like this palette. I'm gonna swatch one of these things, even though they're like more, these are like the pressed glitters, so they're obviously not gonna swatch that great, but you can see the color there. Next we have the Colourpop You Had Me at Hello palette. I really like this one. That's how it looks there. It comes with a mirror. But yeah, it's just a really pretty palette. I reckon this is one of my favourite Colourpop palettes. Just that shade down there. Got so many Colourpop ones coming up. Anyway, this is the BYS Matte palette. So this is how this one looks. Oh god, I have not picked this up for yonks. I'm just going to swatch the shade called Fearless. It's pretty patchy, but... Okay, next we have, this is one of the Vault palettes. So this is Morphe and Jacqueline, and this is the Bling Boss palette. So all the covers look pretty much the same, and then that's inside this one. I'm going to swatch this purple shade up the top. Actually, that is a duochrome. In the camera it looks purple, and when I look at it it's brown. Actually I'm going to swatch the shade called Bling Bling instead. That looks really pretty. There it is down there. Can't believe I spent my money on the Vault and I didn't even, like, I barely used it. Again, I just spent too much money. Okay, this is the Colourpop Golden State of Mind palette. Golden State of Mind palette, yeah. This is all shimmers, but it's such a pretty palette. I really like this one. Just gonna swatch. Oh, I don't know. That shade down there. Whoa, that's so pretty. I really like that. The end is in sight. I didn't realise I was in for such a... I didn't even realise this video was going to take up like 2 videos. I didn't realise I had this many eyeshadow palettes. Next we have this Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions palette. I think this palette's so cool. I love it. I don't know, I just love colour. I'm going to swatch this blue shade because you guys should know by now. Blues and greens, that's my thing. Stunning, absolutely stunning. Next we have another Morphe and Jacqueline Vault palette. This one is Ring the Alarm. So it looks like this. I really like this one actually, it's quite pretty. I'm going to swatch the shade called Lolly, I think anyway. That's what it looks like. It's really nice. And just seeing because it's sitting here, we'll do another one. This is the Dark Magic palette. This one's cool. I think it's quite cool, but honestly I don't even like, I really need to start using my eyeshadow palettes. Wow. I'm gonna go for the shade Busted. It's a matte, but it looks really cool. Like, that's a cool color. I like that. Next we have another BYS palette. This is the Peach palette, and that's the inside. I really like the color scheme. It's super pretty. I'm gonna go for this bright orange called Peachy. That's how it looks there. It's cool. Next we have the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette. I actually really like this. I remember when I first bought it I didn't like it at all, but I just bought it because it was Jeffree Star. But yeah, it's really grown on me. I like the color scheme. I think it's really cool. And I think it's only fair that we swatch the shade Frosting because, like, beautiful. And that's how it looks there. That gold one at the bottom, so pretty. Next we have the Colourpop Cross My Little Pony palette. Oh, this is so cute. I'm so glad I picked it up. I don't have this anymore. Oh, I love it. But yeah, this is the palette here. It's super pretty, and I'm going to swatch, oh, I don't know, the purple. This is so cool. Why did they get rid of it? I mean, obviously it's a collab. yeah, so there's the purple there. It's really pretty. I wish there was a way that I could watch Friends at the same time as filming. Anyway, this is the Australis Neutralize palette. I actually really like this palette. Like, it is so pretty and it's really good value. You get like a lot of shades in here for the price point. I'm gonna swatch this pink one. Like, look at that pigmentation. I think this is like 20 bucks and there's like, what is it? 5, 10, 15, 20 shades in here. So yeah, it's like $1 a shade. That's a good deal. Next we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette, which this is probably the least used Anastasia one of mine, but it's still a really cool color scheme. Like, I think it's cool, but yeah, I don't know, I just don't get around to using it much. But I'm gonna swatch the shade called Throne. It's like this really pretty color. Super cool. Looked a bit more like emeraldy green in the palette, but that's okay. Next we have this Makeup Revolution Ultra Eyeshadows 32 Professional Eyeshadows in the shade Flawless 4. Not in the shade, in the, I don't know. Anyway, this is how it looks. It's just these really tiny pans. It's cute though. Just gonna swatch one of the shimmers. Like, that is good pigmentation, like right there, like that's really pretty shimmer. Next we have this eyeshadow palette from Beauty Creations. Two of the shades have come out, so I'm just gonna pop them back in. It looks like this. I don't want them to fall out, but it's actually a really pretty palette, and it's in the shade, this is the Anastasia palette, it's called. I'm just gonna swatch one of them. Reminds me of the Morphe 35F palette, but yeah, you can see the pigmentation's really nice. It's a pretty palette. Next we have the Tartelette Tease palette. This is just one of those tiny 6-pan palettes. It's really cute though. I'm just gonna swatch the shade called Crush. These are perfect for if you're wanting to try something high-end, because they're like quite cheap, but you still got a little bit of variety in there. But yeah, it's that shade there at the bottom. Next we have this Too Faced Totally Cute palette, and it's so cute. I love it so much. My sister bought me this one. I'm gonna swatch the green shade, and it's called Clover, which is the Too Faced guy's dog. I don't know his name, it's like Jared or something. It's that green shade there, super cute. Next we have this palette from Colourpop called Pretty Much, and it just looks like this. It's super cute. Again, it's one of those, you know, small palettes. Cute though. And that's just one of the shades there, the purple one. Then I've got the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions. This one's so pretty, I really like it. Oh, I don't even know what colour to swatch. Oh, that's so stunning. This is another one of the Vault ones, so Jacqueline and Morphe, and this is the Armed and Gorgeous. Just this one. I thought there was one of these that I didn't like, but maybe there isn't. I thought there was one that I was like, that's so ugly, why did I even buy that? But no, I quite like all of these, so yeah. I need to start using them though, but yeah, this one is pretty. I'm gonna swatch the shade called Queen. It reminds me of the Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife, like that's a shimmer. Next we have the Tartelette Toasted palette. I think it smells good, I can't tell. It's on my nose now, that's great. Okay, anyway, this is how it looks. It's really pretty. It's such a beautiful warm tone palette. I'm gonna swatch the shade called Sunset. I need to use this more. There it is there. What a pretty shade. Next we have, oh, this is such a throwback. I think it's my first ever video I made was the BYS Nude to eyeshadow review. So this is such a throwback because I love this palette, and it's probably like my most used palette because like I just buy all of them now, so I don't ever get to use them. But yeah, if you guys are here from the very beginning, thank you so much, because that is like, means everything to me. But yeah, my first ever video was on this palette, the BYS Nude 2 palette. I loved this and thought it was amazing, and I can't see any of these shade names now because it's so like old, but I'm gonna swatch this shade here. I don't know what it says, but it's like this orangey shimmery shade. But yeah, it's got really nice pigmentation actually. But yeah, that's just so funny because this is such a throwback. Wow. I think this was like the first ever eyeshadow palette I owned or something, so cute. Oh, it held up. It didn't break. Then we have the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. I really like this one as well. Super pretty. I'm going to swatch the shade called Expensive. which is this really pretty blue. Those are all the eyeshadow palettes that I've used at least once. Okay, and then I've got a few eyeshadow palettes here that I've never used and I need to. So I'm not going to swatch any of these because I haven't used them yet. So I still need to take like photos and everything. But anyway, the first one is this Revolution glitter palette. It's like an eyeshadow glittery palette. That's how it looks. It's really pretty. The next one is the Bretman Rock and Colourpop Lit palette. So this is the other one. To the collection. That's how that looks. Then we have the Revolution Reloaded Visionary palette. This one is like a dupe of the Norvina, I think. That's what it reminds me of anyway. Then there's the I Heart Revolution Cranberries and Chocolate. Looks like that. Then we have the BH Cosmetics Love in London palette, which looks like that. That's super cute. Then we have the I Heart Revolution Macaroon palette. I actually really like this one. I need to use that. I love blues. And then we have the I Heart Revolution Strawberry Cheesecake, which again is super pretty. I really like that one too. Is that in focus? I can't tell. And last but not least, we have this Beauty Creations Splash of Glitter 2 palette, which looks like this. And I've legit had this for a year and haven't used it. The only reason is because on the back it says avoid contact with eyes, but it's meant to be like an eyeshadow palette, and I'm like, oh, do I risk it or not? But anyway, this is honestly just the most stunning palette in the world. You can all agree. Oh my god, wow. But that is my eyeshadow palette collection. I think anyway, I think that's all of them. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!